Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, Lonesome Road on Nyxus Gaming. Last episode, we had a little bit of a hard time. I don't want to get into it, but we're here now, right outside the entrance to Ulysses' temple, maybe. Door to maintenance and storage. Alright, there's like a whole thing we gotta go through before that. Let's get going then. We're gonna finish this DLC today. We got a quest, the Courier. Are we the Courier? Is Ulysses the Courier? The Mojave may never know. Alright, what do we got? We got some cool computer jazz. A dead marksman, a sentry bot talking somewhere. It's over in that area there. Let's check out this terminal first. It's hard lock. Let's do recognizes. No. Outnumbers? Yep, there we go. Easy. Easy, easy. Disengage the lock. Let's get in here. What can we find in here? Looks like a bunch of junk. Now, I did look through the loot for this place. I don't think there's anything too important except for in the final area. That being said, we are going to grab some stuff here and there that looks important. Like none of that. And none of that. Alright, we got a sentry bot right in here, it sounds like. Ow! Oh my god, he just goes right for you as soon as you open the door. Jesus. I thought I would rush in and get the drop on him, but he knew. He knew. He was ready. He was ready for me. We got a map of the Lonesome Road here. And all the various missiles silos, I guess. I think that's the Hopeville one. That's the Ashton one that we set off. I don't know what that one is, but that's Ulysses' temple here. And I don't understand the difference in the yellow and the red. I would say the red are the ones we've set off, but we've only set off the Ashton one, and he's trying to set off the one in the temple here. So I don't know why the other three are red. I don't know. But let's just keep going. Let's keep trucking through. We got a sentry bot right in here. This door requires a key. Hey, look, a commissary. I wish we had Eddie to unlock that, right? Alright, let's go in here. I bought maintenance reports. Pod 1, inactive, unoccupied. Pod 2, active and occupied. Maybe we should check out Pod 2 there. Although we can't get in because we need a key. Let's see. We'll access the main corridor and access the iBot maintenance area. Security system is activated. We will still proceed. This might be it. This might be where Eddie is. Remember, we want Eddie back. Hey there, buddy. We got turrets and security bots. Easy. Alright. Is that Eddie in there? Is that our Eddie? Repair pod terminal. We'll go ahead and open... Oh, we can't open all three of them. We can only open pod 2. Eddie, is that you, my boy? Is that you? Eddie, I'm back, baby. Must have been an override function piggybacked on that broadcast. That's what pulled you here. Are you okay? What happened? You just took off like you finally found home. An override frequency? So, what? Ulysses just called you here? But why would he do that? It wasn't to lure me here. Ulysses already knew I was coming. Whatever he's planning, Ulysses obviously wants you there. Come on, I'd hate to disappoint him. And we got Eddie back. We got our companion back. We're gonna end this DLC with him. We won't let anything happen to him. Anything at all. Right? That's how it's gonna end, right? So we're just gonna pretend that Ulysses didn't explain anything to us last episode on why we're going here, on why he needs Eddie here. Hey Eddie, can you unlock this? I'd love to see if there are some stim packs in here, bud. Yeah, right over here. Come on. There you go. I got like 20 stim packs at the end of last episode from the Mojave, but I'm not sure it's enough, so I'm still just gonna take what I can, you know? Stim packs, stim packs. Oh boy, they have no stim packs. Cool. Well, that's not gonna stop us from selling some stuff, like this Gatling laser, these grenades. Oh, we want that. We want that. Give me my sword back. Please. Thank you. Alright, and what else? What other junk do we have? We have a broken stealth suit. Doesn't matter anyway. It just sucked up all our stim packs, so just get rid of the damn thing. No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. As annoying as it is, I want to keep that stealth suit. Get rid of those. And, oh man, we only have 19 stim packs. Did we use some of them? I guess we might have used some of them. But I mean, 19 should still get us through the rest of this DLC. Hopefully, famous last words, I know. Sell all this junk. And we'll just accept that. Start building our caps back up. Alright, continuing on. Looks like we got a final auto dock here before the big battle. Let's go ahead and conduct a physical exam and heal up. This leads up to the temple where Ulysses is. We can finally have an end to things. Get some answers, the why of it. Learn our history, as Ulysses would want us to do. Once you ascend this elevator, you cannot return until you end this. If you have anything else you want to do before going ahead, take care of it now. Take the elevator. And here we are. We now have the objective to deal with Ulysses. Got a couple of doors here on the side that you can't go into. And there's some warheads around this area. There should be 6 total. So we want to go ahead and grab our laser detonator and take care of those before it starts getting crazy here. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. And I want to step back from this one because this is 6. Now you may be wondering, but that's only 28 out of 30 warheads. Where are the last 2? The last 2 are in the Courier's Mile, which we will be exploring after all of this is taken care of. But first, we gotta deal with our good friend Ulysses here. Now, if you don't feel comfortable fighting waves of enemies at this point, you might want to leave those warheads so you can take out some of the enemies a lot easier with them. But I think we should be fine without them, so that's why I went ahead and blew them up before it got hectic. This is the man himself, with the old world symbol on his back, Ulysses.
Even in this place, NCR's shadow falls. Or is it just you, Courier, without the bear's corpse to weigh you down? Judging by your shadow, maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, The Divide Giants are awakening. The missiles here on their way home. There is no way to stop them.
Still don't understand. Why are you doing this?
You've answered your own question, and you'll die with that question on your lips. You don't see, listen, even when it's all around you. No matter if I nailed it into your head like a gift from Caesar. You brought the Divide to life, Courier. You walked the road, brought the bear, then the bull, brought me, following your tracks. And when I saw the divide you made, I saw a second chance, a new way of thinking. My world, no longer the East. And you brought the West in that package, destroyed it all, nearly killed me, flesh and spirit. You destroyed something larger than the bear, greater than the bull. And even when you could have turned away, you brought it again in that machine. You destroyed a nation taking its first breath, a place that could have been my home. Now, I'll destroy yours.
He meant to kill me. He should have done it long ago.
Not if you believe in what you follow. Kill no courier. Caesar's words. I honored them. Other couriers could have been legion, like me. The truth is, you serve nothing, believe in nothing, killing you, meaningless.
What happened what happened at the Divide, what I did, was an accident. What you're doing, it's madness.
No. Now there is purpose. I believe you when you say you were careless. The Divide, the chip, the machine you brought here. Many messages can be taken from that, intended or not. What I do now is an act of conviction.
If you blame me for the Divide, then let me answer for it, not others.
Blame you? No. Learned from you. Both the weapon to kill a nation and the strength to do it. You showed me a road, a way to carry my message. You've already answered for what you've done. Now the flag you follow will answer for it.
So what? You intend to bomb the Mojave?
No, not the Mojave. The West. All that's been built since America died. Same symbols as before the war. Now a flag carried by a tribe of children. You walked the West, didn't stay. You know the reason. The bear grows without structure, follows a symbol without knowing its history. And knowing that you believe in a bear's sickness and have given it strength, and that gives more reason to lay waste to your homeland. After this, only one flag will remain over the Mojave. Let that one fly, or destroy itself.
You can't destroy the West even with all the missiles here.
No need to destroy the bear. Just cut its throat. You taught me that at the Divide. Only need to cut off the supply line, the road, to watch something greater die. I'll turn the long 15 into miles of fire. Cut off the Mojave. NCR will fall back, lose Hoover Dam, and leave their throats exposed to the Legion.
Even if you have no faith in the NCR, I do. My actions have proven it.
Your actions have carried strength. If you speak for the two-headed bear, I'll hear your words, even if I will be the only one to hear them. If you believe it should not die this day, then answer me why.
One can build a community, make it stronger. You saw it at the Divide, even blamed me for it.
History has proven this. Our history. And you think that you have this strength? Enough for all of NCR. The West is not at the Divide, and nothing you can do can prevent the missile's launch. Convincing me changes nothing.
Well, I just said all that because I'm betting you have some way to stop all this. Or, no, I like this one better. I believe that one person can make or break a nation. You already know this.
It may be that as much destruction has been written in the earth here, you may build something else. As you built the Divide, you have spoken truly. There's a shadow of a nation behind you, the hope of a people. Yet it may not matter. The Divide still stands against us.
The Divide? What do you mean?
Our enemies gather outside, shadows of the bear and a bull. They will have found their way in, just as you did. It was always my intention. In case I could not kill you, the marked men would flood this place, cut off your escape. If we cannot prevent what comes, then let us make our stand here. Two couriers together at the Divide.
And with that, we've convinced Ulysses to back down, but now we have some more
They come
unwanted visitors.
east and west alike.
Alright. Alright, we got an invisible guy here. I hit him once and he just ran off. I like that. Oh my god, what's
Cloak themselves in old world tech.
Alright, we got a few more up here. That guy's down. We have more coming in. Now this is why I said it might be useful to keep the warheads here so you can kind of blow them up with these guys around them. Take them out. You want to be kind of careful with that because they will heal off the radiation if they aren't killed in the explosion. Alright, how many more? I got one more over here. I think that's it. The end. That wasn't as bad as I thought. The courier is completed. What's up, buddy?
Down here. Let's leave the Divide behind. If we get separated, I'll meet you above Hopeville, near the canyon wreckage.
But we can't do that. We have a quest objective over here. We need to stop this missile. Alright, let's activate the launch terminal. This terminal is already engaged in its countdown sequence and the abort code has been overridden. You might be able to change the missile's target or accelerate the countdown and launch the missiles immediately. So we have a few different options here. We can attempt to cancel the launch. We can redirect the missiles to target both the NCR and Caesar's Legion. We can redirect them to target Caesar's Legion, or we can just accelerate it and launch the missiles at the NCR. Now I'm gonna be honest, I planned originally to target both the NCR and Caesar's Legion. I did. But now that I'm here in the moment, I'm having second thoughts. I don't know if that's what I want to do. I feel like it's such a better ending if I cancel the launch. I mean, I'm sure we have plenty of time to decide, right? We'll leave that for next episode. You guys let me know down in the comments what you want to do. If you want to bomb the Legion, the NCR, if you want to bomb both, or spare them both, we'll decide that next time. Thank you guys for watching. And I am just kidding. We're gonna end this today, don't worry. We're gonna end this. I guess, see, I really wanted to show off a couple of the bonus areas you get for bombing both areas. And I don't think it really matters. Tell you what. We're gonna quick save here. We're gonna quick save. And we'll see if we get the good ending, the cool ending, if we target both. This will launch Ulysses' missiles against targets in the heartland of the NCR and the lands held by Caesar's Legion, raining nuclear fire down on both factions. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Quest added the apocalypse. Oddly enough, that doesn't upset Ulysses. Like, at all. And we should probably get running. Alright, let's get out of here. We've lost Eddie's enhanced sensors perk.
The divide erupted in fire, violent, red, as the last message of the two couriers arced into the sky. The missiles rained like spears down on the land, burning flags and communities alike, destroying all they struck. The history of the West was erased for the second time, thorough and complete, and America slept once more. Hopeville burned lightless in the night, invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes.
He said the thing!
Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
And just like that, Lonesome Road is over. We see two big explosions in the distance, two very big nuclear explosions, and we show up back in the Mojave. We got a footlocker here. The fires of Armageddon. Your merciless nuclear assault on the nations of the Mojave has devastated the lands of both the Legion and the NCR, and reached even the borders of the Mojave. At the Mojave Outpost, you can now travel through the western gate to Long 15, the site of a devastated NCR outpost. At Cottonwood Cove, you can now take a journey by river to Dry Wells, the site of a devastated Legion encampment. Be prepared, both areas are highly irradiated and infested with feral ghouls. You have also unlocked the Dead Man's Burden perk, allowing you to put a single point into any of your special attributes. You also gain reputation with the Boomers and the Powder Gangers for your destructive tendencies, but you lose reputation with the NCR and Caesar's Legion. So we are a soft-hearted devil with the Powder Gangers. That might have been enough to get us into the correctional facility. If we still needed to go in there, maybe. Wild Child with the NCR. Your wild, seemingly capricious behavior leaves people scratching their heads in confusion and avoiding close contact. I mean, I would too if this guy spent the entire game getting on your good side only to nuke the hell out of you. And our Legion reputation actually didn't change at all because it was already as low as it could be. Yeah. We're going to put this point into strength. I don't know why our stats are so low. Are these just the base stats? I think these are just the base stats. That's done. I want to check that. That completes the Apocalypse quest. Go into our special. Okay, yeah, that was just the base stats. These are our final stats for the game with all the added stuff in them. And we have this footlocker here with some cool stuff. We got a Courier Duster here. Old Glory. A Red Glare, which we already got. Some rockets. Ulysses Duster. His mask. And a final message. Let's check this final message. Can we wear the mask over our other stuff? No, we can't. Okay. Oh well, worth a try. But let's check out this final message.
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word. This message and all that lies with it. It is for you, Courier. If you want to know the why of things. This world, I've walked a good part of it. I stopped only because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the Legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory. An old world wall, yet bridging two sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a two-headed bear. An idea great enough to challenge Caesar himself. Might kill him taking it, whether he won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs the challenge. Without it, it falters, dies in the dust. Might be a lesson there, in you and me. Leave the thought behind the message to you. My message is this. The destruction that has been wrought at the Divide, or elsewhere, if you couldn't stop me, it can happen again. It will keep happening. If war doesn't change, men must change, and so must their symbols. Even if it is nothing at all, know what you follow, Courier. Just as I followed you to the end. Whatever your symbol, carry it on your back and wear it proudly when you stand at Hoover Dam.
And that is his final message to us. Now, the destruction at the Divide clearly did happen again at 2 other places because of us. But I want to go back in now because I believe Ulysses... Yep, he's right here at the entrance to the Divide now for us. We can come in and talk to him at any time. I wonder if he's mad at what we just did. After we convinced him not to fire the nukes at the NCR, we just kind of fired them at both places ourselves.
Full circle. Walked your road. Now back again. Something else in you needing an answer.
What are you doing here?
A question one could have asked you not long ago, before walking the road west into the storms. Need to be here. See what was done. It's custom of the bear to never see the marks it claws in the land. Not my custom. Maybe that's why you've come too. Need to see where the missile from Ashton touched ground down below in Hopeville. The Courier's Mile.
What's the Courier's Mile? Is that where the Ashton missile hit?
My name for it. If you have a better one, you grant it. My choice in names won't carry past you and I. Lies along the road, running from the Hopeville silo, straight onto where the ground burns, and wind howls even stronger than here.
What about the marked men?
That's part of why I'm here. Watch them. If they attack me, try to enter the Mojave. I answer. Not looking to kill them. Save them, if I can. There might be something saving in them. If not, then what I do is mercy, not murder.
The Divide's irradiated. Are you sure you want to stay here?
The invisible fires burn here. True enough. Still, to have helped carry out such an act, then not face it. Not my way. If my life burns out here, so be it. Until then, I wait and watch. See what the road brings.
Alright, well, I had other questions.
Questions have a habit of making others.
Drywells is destroyed. That was your birthplace?
No. Opposite of that. It's where my tribe was taken. Where another history was put to the blade. Lesson taught. It is where we realize Wolpus did not approach us as equals. Where we realized the wolf had come, and we watched our history die. Now it belongs to Legion. And all the death there now belongs to them as well. Not revenge, just the way of things when you own them.
Well, the Long 15 is no more. The main supply line into NCR is cut.
No damage done. Not yet. Maybe in years. Keeps the bear fenced. If Caesar can't drive it back, fire might. Only delays the end for the bull. A new wall for them to scale and cross. Once they're done with the Mojave. And Hoover Dam. Never again do you or any other courier and caravan need walk that route. Let the Mojave breathe without that asphalt scar raking it.
Alright, Caesar is dead. I killed him.
Names die twice to history. If the West thanks you, the East won't in time. Fall apart. Back to the tribes, maybe. Too soon to tell what will happen. Let history weigh what you've done, if it gets that far.
Are you angry at all?
Caesar would be history's hypocrite if he was angry about what happened. I'm not one for it either. Seems you just proved his philosophy to him. If he'd been stronger, he'd be alive, and we wouldn't be talking. Unless you do the same for the legate that comes, you'll get no thanks from me. When that monster arrives, he's not going to have a leash. Kaiser could command him. Not now. The bear is going to burn, and burn slow.
Alright, is this where you're making camp?
Not a camp. Vigil, maybe. Never claimed it as mine. If anyone owns the divide, your claim is stronger than mine. Don't feel like adding a campfire to the ones that already burn below. If you brought Mojave gifts, might be able to shape something for the road.
Any recipes you can teach?
Depends what history has to say about them. There's a lot the land can provide, if you know the road that led to it. Mojave's got ways of healing most ills. If not, some tribes are usually found a way you didn't expect. Like healing powders. Tribes back west only use xander and rock flower. There's a way the twin mothers in the east used to brew it though. Called it bitter drink. Mixed up the xander and brock in a bottle. Added some kick to it, so your head doesn't get all clouded.
What's the history of it?
History. Cures a wound, leaves the bitterness that caused it. The twin mothers were always about lessons. Caesar taught them the last one, though. So that's it for them. Recipe still exists. Legion uses it on forced marches with wounded soldiers. Wouldn't have made it through Crimson River Trail a few years back without it. Losing so much blood early on was a cazador feast. Enough xander root and brock flower along the trail, though. The Legion was able to keep pace and get where they were going.
Can you share the recipe with me?
Can do that, and one better. Just enough around to mix some. Here, might make the twin mother's history live a little longer. You carrying it. When you drink it, down it all in one shot, or your stomach's not going to want to keep going after the second drink.
Alright, well, any more recipes you can teach?
Nothing more than I've already shared. We'll have to keep with what we know. Tired of history's lessons anyway.
Alright, I had some other
Something
questions.
else in you needing an answer.
I got your final message.
Didn't think I'd be breathing to hear you say that. Message isn't important. Meaning is. Had to speak of it, in case the words got lost in paper, ink, or others' voices. Maybe even yours in time. Still meant for you. Courier to Courier. Belongs to you now. Or history. Doesn't matter.
I reached Vegas, and I dealt with House.
House spoke, acted through machines. Sometimes can judge a man by his messengers. Sometimes the messengers judge him. Wonder what happens to Vegas now. The tribes, families. We'll see.
You don't sound happy.
What you did was for the best. The old world died long ago. Anyone who believes they can make it return, and everything will be as it was. It is a dangerous belief. Needs to be silenced before their belief spreads. If you saw a house, you didn't see a man. An old world spirit, perhaps. Filthy, diseased. If so, killing him was mercy, not cruelty.
Alright, well, have you been to Hopeville since the Ashton missile hit?
Walk there sometimes. Keep the walks short. Still, it's important to see. Something else to answer for. Occasionally sift through the dust, the buildings. See if I can find some history, marks of America. If you want them, keep them. You've earned it. Nothing to be gained by me holding them. And more will surface in time.
I wanted to hear more about Hoover Dam.
Old world wall, run red with blood of bear and bull. It'll bleed more before the sun sets on the Mojave. That place and I have a past. Owe it a debt, and it owes me. If your path takes you there, know you're not the only one. It's the wall by which this age will be measured, the gravestone of the Mojave. Old world never meant it as such.
Alright, well, I'm heading back to the Mojave to settle some things.
Can hear the weight in your feet. You're bound for that old world wall. Hoover Dam. Maybe not now. In time. Bear and bull shed too much blood there to let it go. Can't stop you from going. Wouldn't. A warning, though. The legate Nyxus, whether Caesar stands or not, Nyxus will come.
Who's Legate Linnaeus?
Nyxus, butcher, monster, terror of the East. Not even his slaves have seen his face. Struck them blind so they can't. Wears a mask. Don't even know if it's the same man. He put Colorado to the sword. Broke the hangdogs by throwing their hounds upon the flames, so they might burn forever in the afterlife.
Why is he coming west?
To take Hoover Dam, Legion will need something as big as the old world itself. Another symbol forged by history. Nyxus carries all the terrors of the East with him. He's the myth, the weapon the Legion needs. When he arrives, he'll fall on Hoover Dam like a hammer. Break the bear in two.
Any idea on how to beat him?
19 tribes could not do it. All the lights in Vegas cannot. His strength lies in his title, and it is his weakness. He will not fight a losing battle and destroy what he represents. Put the idea of loss in him. Convince him the bear will not be the 20th tribe beneath his heel. It will make him pause like nothing on earth. You do not need to convince him alone. Draw upon history. The past of other legates are not filled with victories. Remind Nyxus of this.
Other legates? You mean Graham?
Yes. Graham was broken on the wall of the dam. Caesar had him burned and cast into the earth, into the largest canyon you've ever seen. Watched the flames trail all the way to the bottom. Somehow, Joshua walked away from that, went beyond Caesar's gaze. His footsteps trailing fire, walking from one hell, maybe to another. When one is ruined like Graham was, sometimes home is the only place left. If so, he went to New Canaan, Caesar's anger written on him like a book. Caesar's orders to the Frumentari were to watch for him, find Graham, kill him. Didn't try. Could've. No good would have come of it. Graham earned his life and his nature. It'll kill him more surely than any blade of the Legion. So, if you've heard word of it or seen sign of him, let it keep. Let his history keep.
I'll remember that.
And there's nothing more to be done. The Mojave awaits.
And that's our little talk with Ulysses to end off the DLC here. But, as I said, I don't really like that ending with nuking both sides. It's not the interesting ending to me. We're going to keep that ending as the canon one, but I'm going to give you guys a little bonus content here. And I'm actually going to reload this quick save and show you what happens if you try and stop the launch. Attempt to cancel the launch. The abort code is encrypted with an incredibly advanced pre-war military encryption sequence. You'd have to be a code-breaking robot to crack it in time. Well, let's ask Eddie for help.
Experiment log 369248/A. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. Initial tests of the override system are promising. Against unsecured or lightly encrypted targets, the iBots have a 98% success rate. More heavily protected systems are still problematic. Military-grade encryption presents a very real possibility of critical overload of key systems. We've stopped tests before any robots were destroyed. But if we don't address the problem, our iBots will fry themselves hacking military networks.
Are you saying you can stop this missile? But the log said that this kind of encryption would kill you. No, Eddie, I won't let you sacrifice yourself like this. There has to be another way. If you're really sure you want this, okay. Go ahead and stop the missile. And goodbye, my friend. Eddie. Oh no, that's a different one. And with that, Eddie sacrifices himself to stop the missile from launching.
Hopeville burned, lightless in the night, invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The Courier had been the end of his road. As for the Courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the Courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The Courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes.
He said the thing again.
Men do. Through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
And that is the ending if you try and stop the nukes. have a little bit of a different perk here. The divide broke cities, flayed skin from bone, and threatened to destroy the world, but you survived it and stopped it. You can put a single point into any of your special attributes. You also gain reputation with the followers of the Apocalypse and the Brotherhood of Steel for stopping another Armageddon. With that, we get liked by the Brotherhood of Steel. And we complete the quest, the end. But as I said, we're not going with that ending. We're going to actually keep the ending where we nuke both sides so we can go explore those in a couple of episodes. Next episode, I'm going to actually go through and clean up a couple of things in the divide. I'm going to get all the Ralphie posters, show you guys where those are. And I'm going to get the last 3 nostalgia notes for that challenge. And then after that, we'll do our big finale with the Courier's Mile, Long 15, and Dry Wells. But for now, I think we're done with this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.